Hi, Chief.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. After
to my beautiful sofa.
Thank you very much. After how long you've been saying, oh, I needed to get on intimacy. Finally
we are here. Finally, I catch you. I catch you.
Finally.
And we are here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Honoring the invitation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It's good to have you here.
Yeah.
I know you're Chifum, but for the sake of people that we watch you. Exactly. You get it.
Okay, so my name is Chifum Chidi Uchendi. A lot of people know me as Chidi Uchendi. But if you know me way back, you know me as Chifum Chidi Uchendi. Do I need to say what I do? Is it necessary?
Just
I should just go ahead.
You have the mic.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm a salesman. That's how I like to call myself. I'm into IT as a salesperson. I think I've been there for majority of my career. And I'm also a God boy. Yeah. Everything around my life has always revolved around church, the gospel, and then my business as a salesman. Yeah. That's me in a nutshell. Recently married with a child.
Come on.
With a baby girl.
Come on.
It feels good. It feels good. There's a lot I want to say as a father, but you go and buy my book.
I love that. How long did you wait to say that?
My dear. That's always how I introduce
I love
myself.
it.
Yeah, but it's a good feeling.
Wow.
It's a good one.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now we know you.
Yes, now you know me. Now you know.
Okay, so going straight into our chat for today.
Okay.
Yeah. Could you just share with us what growing up was like for you?
Growing up, growing up was like, I wouldn't say it was fun, especially because, number one, from secondary school, I went to a boarding house, a military boarding house. I think that's where you got to know my stubborn head. So I've always had the mentality or the mindset of being rigid. Let me use that word. Everything has to be policed. Everything has to be
regimented.
Yes, regimented. Thank you very much. I came from a family of 3. I have an elder sister and a younger sister. So I happen to be the only son of my parents.
Okpara. That's how they call it now.
That's good.
Well done.
You got that right. But again, I've been surrounded with family. I'm a family man. So yeah, I'm a family man. My house and my doors are always open for everyone that has to be called family to me. And family doesn't necessarily mean blood for me. Over the years, you get to understand that everyone that has contributed one thing or the other into my life has to be family. So it doesn't have to just be blood. But growing up was kind of a competition for me.
A competition?
For me, because I always wanted to look up to, I always wanted to, I always aspired to be my sister, or be better than my sister, be better than my younger sister, both of them. Because interestingly, I think getting into university, myself and my younger sister entered university at the same time. So it meant that my senior sister was now ahead of both of us at the same time. So for me, my mindset was just competition. My younger sister cannot do better than me, or should not do better than me.
Wow.
If only I had known, I would have just lived my life, because nobody even sent both of us. But I think it was just a mental block as at that time, to always wanting to compete, always wanting to show that you're not left behind, But the truth of the matter is, it was just all up in my head. But that was how growing up was for me, especially in university days. Studied course that I didn't want to study. Again, if I look back, I just say everything was just for an appointed time, just a process in time. Came out of the university and then decided what exactly was I going to do with my own life. Obviously, I was not going to do life with what I studied in school. But I just knew that there was something much more ahead of me.
Ahead of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't, because I've always, like I said, I've always been a church boy. So I always know that you cannot carry the God that you say you serve and then you be on the disadvantage. So I always knew that there was something more. There was something more. I may not know it. I may not have a good blueprint about what it is, but I was always just excited about the future. I was always just excited about what tomorrow would hold.
Okay, so you could not, or you cannot use the word fun to describe growing up.
Fun? No. I wouldn't use the word fun. No. I never partied. I was never caught on fresh. I was always too strict and rigid. If everything that had to do with fun was always in the confines of church for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because your parents are very religious people.
So again, I would say my parents were very disciplined people, or in quotes, very disciplined people, very strict people.
Strict.
Again, because secondary school days, I went to a boarding house. So boarding house, you're locked up. When you get back home, I'm still locked up because what am I going out to do? So I never had to explore or had to do the things that I would hear people do, you know, my age back then. You know, we were all the good boy and the good girl back in secondary school. And I think I carried that same attitude into the university. So when I hear people say they're going to party, I don't know what that meant. I never had any inclination. And if I go for one, it felt like, wow, this is what I'm missing. But trust me, at the end, I'm like, I just want to go back. But yeah,
because it had become in nature.
Yeah, it was just normal to me. And I think that's how I grew up with it.
But why competition though? Like between you, was it just about the fact that your sister got to the same level as you, education-wise?
Education-wise, yeah. And I think that's, it just registered in my mind that maybe because I would say again, growing up, I just had that competitive spirit from growing up. So I don't think anybody.
Was it because you were the only male child?
Yes.
Did you think you had to like show?
You are in my mind.
Wow.
But that's the truth. Maybe because I didn't have like a brother, like younger, senior brother to say, okay, this is how he's doing it and let me do it that way. I was in the midst of ladies and I just wanted to show, you know, I just wanted to show that I'm getting it right. And interestingly, I was always getting it wrong. Yeah, let me use that word. Because every single time that I tried to want to prove myself, it was always one failure or the other, or one hiccup or the other, you know. And again, you know, when you fail, I was that type of person that when I fail, I always want to do it again. You know, it's not when I fail, I want to leave it. I don't.
You don't give up?
No, I don't give up on that.
That's why you can find yourself in sales now.
Yes, that's the reason why. Yes, that's the reason why I find myself doing what I was doing or doing what I'm currently doing as a salesperson, because I don't want to give up. I don't want to be heard as a failure or heard as somebody that gave up on the journey. You know, so yeah.
Oh, fighting spirit. That's nice. That's nice. Thank you for sharing that. So I would ask, where are you right now in 2025? September 19, 2025. This year so far, where are you right now?
So where am I? Again, I try to, I don't know where to put that question where you say, where am I? Number one, if I look at from a family perspective, I'm just looking out for the best for my family. As a latest family man, I'm just looking out for the best for my family, my wife, my child. And so again, from a career perspective, I'm at a position where I'm not begging, and I'm at a position where I'm not a senior manager yet. So I have to do the best I can do to leave professional to expert. That's what's in my mind in terms of career. Again, same thing with ministry. I'm called to the ministry of reconciliation, like I know every believer is. So I'm not looking out for opening a church.
Sure?
Before I say, hold on, calm down. Be coming down. I am only just saying, ministry-wise, again, do the best I can do as God leads. Yeah, and then see what tomorrow holds. I still have that same spirit. Tomorrow there's always something better about tomorrow. So I don't want to begin to lay down plans, and then it now looks like I'm the one trying to drive the ship of my life. Just let God do that. So I just have the facets of my life that I know. Let them just be on autopilot and then allow God do his will.
But I see a difference in what you just said compared to when you were growing up. You said you don't want to be the person that is now like you're the one in charge of driving your ship, the ship of your life. But back then,
I would drive
you wanted to show workings, show everything.
So maybe you want to call it maturity, you want to call it step, but that's how it is. Back then, I want to push everything. Again, and I was pushing from a position of looking at not feeling. It's a different ball game now. Yeah. Now
So how do you view failure now?
Well, now I don't look at it from a position of not wanting to fail. I look at it from a position of, if this is what I set my mind to do, it's going to work. Because again, I want to believe I have experience ahead of me. I have finances ahead of me. All I just need to do is to make up my mind on what I want to do. I have the brains ahead of me. All I just need to do is to look at what I want to do and then study it. So there's a difference in how I view life now as against before. So before, I would always look at it as not wanting to fail in anything I do. Now I look at it as, if I decide this is what I want to do, it will work. It will work because I know it I carry. That's the difference. Yeah.
So who were you trying to prove a point to back then? Was it you or was it people?
I think it was people.
It was people.
I think it was people. It was people. I wouldn't say family alone. It was people. I just wanted to show that, I was up to something. And with after,
do you have an idea where you got that mindset from?
Yeah, maybe I'll say school. I'll say secondary school. And I won't call it inferiority complex.
Okay.
Because it looks like at some point inferiority complex. You just want to be who they say this person is, or you just want to be better than this person. Yeah, not knowing your own individual self. So yeah, I think it was at that point, that growing up stage, that I just wanted to prove myself to people. I just wanted to prove that I can do this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So the drive is still there. It's still the same. The difference is just that now you're not proving a point to anybody.
At all.
Wow, I love that.
So you can call it, some people will call it pride.
It's growth.
But I call it growth, yes.
Pride? No, it's growth.
Some people call it, but I call it growth.
I would definitely call it growth. It's growth, actually. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. So, between growing up and where you are right now, are there any specifics of things that happened in between that maybe shaped you or maybe contributed to what you call maturity that you have now?
Okay, so I think between growing up and now, what will I say has helped shape me? I think I had an addiction struggle over my growing stage. I struggled with gambling and debt. And I think that's what gave me a mindset of, now money doesn't move me because I've struggled with money before in the past. Now a whole lot of things don't freak me like it would when I was much, I won't say younger, but when back then. And it was a huge struggle. It was a huge struggle. I think that
Could you explain the addiction?
Okay, so again, I think getting out of the university was the point where gambling and betting became very predominant here in Nigeria. And then everybody started wanting, and everybody that was a football lover, because let me be very specific. Everybody that was a football lover want to explore, what was this all about? What was this? And because I love to take things to a greater height, I was not just doing it the way everybody was doing it. I would sit down, I would learn what football clubs are going to do, how they're going to play, what I'm going to. And then when people are there using pennies to do what they're doing, I'll be using huge funds to do it, because I was seeing it as something that if I do, it will come out well. Like I would always say, passion out of control is what gets you to gambling, what gets you to addiction. Passion out of control is what gets you to addiction. So
passion out of control
is what gets you to addiction. In anything you're doing, look at it from that perspective. Passion out of control gets you to addiction. You won't be able to have a hold of what you're now doing. And I got to that point where I didn't have a hold of what it is. Struggle. I didn't know it was a struggle. After school, went to NYSC, got back from NYSC, and debt started piling up, and then I started figuring out loan sharks or loan houses. And then I would borrow from loan sharks and loan houses just to be able to satisfy my weekend, thinking about how to want to gamble or thinking about how I want to place some bets. And it was a big deal, and it was in that same spirit and mind that went into work. So same thing. There was literally no accountability in terms of finances for me, because I was just thinking about how to make more, and it looks like you are in a hole, and then you are struggling to want to get out of the hole. Your legs are still digging yourself into that deeper. Same hole. Yeah, and.
Was it something only you were struggling with, or was it something that affected the people around you?
Yeah, so initially I only was struggling with it, and I was very good at masking that. But I think at some point I mentioned it to my own family that, I have debt issues. Debt issues, what are you using your money for, and the rest. And then everyone around me figured out, or my family around me figured out, betting was the problem. And then because I was not out of debt, it was difficult for me to come out of betting or come out of gambling.
So for some reason you just thought, the next one we pay.
Yes.
The next one we pay.
Yeah.
And I will clear up.
And I will clear up. And and come down to, it's like you on zero, and then you're dropping -1, -2, -3, and then you say, let me see how I can get back to zero. And then instead of getting back to zero, you still find yourself dropping minus, and then you're going down, until I had to get to the point where I said, okay, I give up. This is not how it's going to work. I'm not going to come out by trying to come out of what I'm in. And as difficult as it sounds, that was just the breakthrough. There was nothing my parents didn't try. There was nothing my family didn't try. Sometimes they even helped me pay off. Sometimes they'll pay off the loan. They pay off the loan at my back. I'll go back and I'll pay off the loan in my front. I'll go back at their back and pick it up again.
Wow.
So there was nothing anyone didn't try. I think I got to that point by myself, by the help of the Holy Spirit, because it was not by myself. Yeah. Where I just said, enough is enough. I think that was February. I can't remember the exact year, but I was paid salary on a Friday, February 26th. I moved all my salary into my betting account. I didn't have transport fare to go home because I was waiting for the weekend. If you're a guy that used to bet, you know what the weekend is. I was waiting for a weekend that was going to be massive. By Sunday, I had nothing. No transportation, no money for feeding, nothing. And then it's me that used my hands to go and tell my siblings that, okay, I think I'm done. They said, done. I thought you said this thing last year. You're still, because it's a personal thing. Everybody will believe, oh, you are done, but it's you that knows the struggle. And I was done when I did not, it wasn't like I had paid off when I was done. I said I was done because I was tired of struggling. And I just had to focus on work, putting more effort in job, try to see how I can do more.
So you just stopped?
Yeah.
But what was the first step you took?
To stop?
Yeah.
After different steps? Is that what you're asking? Because there were different steps.
No, at this point.
At this point.
At this point where you had got into and you're like, you know what? Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
What was the first?
I broke the ATM cards that were connected to my betting accounts. I had 2 different cards from 2 different banks. I had to break those ATMs so that I won't have access to having to credit. I had to delete my accounts, delete the accounts. They were not apps then, they were online.
Okay.
Delete all the accounts. I think I had like 4 or 5 of them. Deleted all the accounts. Even had to try to block the email so that I wouldn't have access to the accounts with the email. So those were the things that I did at least that night, you know, that I was still in my
nobody
reach.
told you to do those things. You just got up and...
I think I read it somewhere where someone said, oh, if you really want to come out of this, these are the steps you should take. You know, and I just did that in my own closet. Yeah, and I try to dissociate myself. I don't want to see anything that has to do with football. I don't want to hear anything that has to do with 2 words or 3 words that would propel me to want to. Yeah. And that was that night. That happened that Friday night. By Saturday, I was waiting for, okay, would that feeling of yesterday wear off? Maybe I want to go back. But again, it came in. But at that moment, it was coming in more of fear of death and not fear of wanting to go back. So I think I just had to start working. Okay, I need to pay the debt because this is the only thing that has kept me in this. So I need to pay my debt.
Wow. That's so much of a struggle.
Yeah. So again, when I now see people and I try to advise people, they'll be like, you've not been there. And I'm like, guy, if you're able to control the M's in your life, the money in your life, the mouth, your money, your mouth, your mind. I've forgotten the last one that I had here. Your money, your mouth, your mind. Trust me, you can control anything. You can control anything. And sometimes that control is not your own will. Something needs to first die in you for you to be able to control it. So I think the urge for wanting to make more money. Now I know that I have everything that I require. All I just need to do is to just focus on the right source.
Wow. So
that was just it. Because for me, earlier, money used to freak me. Like, I want to have it. I want to get it. There was this craving. You know. Well, you will get to the point where you see the weight. It was a lot. Honestly, it was really a lot. From embarrassments you face from people that you are owing, embarrassments you face from, I think there was even a day one loan shark came to my office, came to come and look for me, say I did not pay them. It was very embarrassing. That was how I got to know my very good friend. He was my HR then. He was not my friend. He was just my HR. But I had told him, that I had this struggle and this one. Funny enough, I used to give him games back then. I used to advise him that, see, if you do it this way, be like a correct guy. But he was my HR. We were not too close until. Then I think that day they came to look for me in the office and they said they were looking for my HR. And then I heard when they said so at the front desk, and I quickly just ran and met him and said, guy, please. They said they're looking for our HR. I don't want them to see the head of HR. Can you just come down and attend to them? And then he came down on my behalf. I said, he's the HR person. They said, okay, that they're looking for Chidi. He borrowed money from them. He has not paid back. Okay, he said, so what are you doing in the office? I said, yeah, they came to come and tell their management that they should fire him. He said, but does that make any sense? If he's owing you, don't you think you should even want him to still be in his job so that he will have money
to use to pay you?
The wisdom he used to help me, I really, really just appreciated him for that, because that was a wise way. He said, if you guys are coming to say okay, out of his salary, please let us be getting 30%. You're saying something, you're making sense. But I'm just coming and saying, if I fire him for what? To go where?
Wow.
You know. And I really, really, really appreciated him for that, you know. But that was also at the point where I started telling myself, you can't be running away from people. You can't be going on like this.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Wow. How many years did this last?
Did this span?
Yeah.
I think from 4 to 6 years.
4 to 6 years.
Yeah, 4 to 6 years.
When you finally paid off the last set of loans, how did you
That's my
feel?
family. Yeah, because they did not believe I was paying it, you know. And I don't blame them, because I would always say I'm paying, but then I tell them again I'm owing. I'm like, but you told us the last time, so they didn't believe, you know. So I settled down. I wrote out everybody I was owing, how much was I owing, gave myself a timeline to pay back, and I was diligently doing it. You know, so the last set of people were family. So when I started telling my family, oh, take this, they'd be like, have you finished paying the people outside? I say, yes. Oh, really? That's serious. So it was at that point that everybody said, oh, but truly, it looks like this guy has paid, because why is he coming to give us money if he has? But that was it.
When you gave the very last
one.
how did you feel? When you became debt free?
But I think again, I won't say I felt good, because I've already started feeling good from the relief had already started coming from the fact I could kill the urge. So it wasn't even the debt. I knew that the debt would be paid as long as I'm able to come out from it. So I was only just living in that feel-good moment right from when I made the decision.
I think addiction is... I think this is the same thing for most addicts, no matter what it is you're addicted to.
Yeah. No matter.
It is this thing of trying to get out, but digging yourself in deeper.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I had someone I won't say counseling, I was talking to that was also into addiction. I think his own addiction was pornography and masturbation. You know, and he would tell me, see, you don't understand. I say, guy, I totally understand. It's first and foremost in your mind that everybody does not understand. Once it comes to your mind that everybody understands, that's accountability. You know, I wouldn't say I wasn't accountable. I had people I had discussed with, I had people I had told, but I was still there. You know, but accountability was that first bus stop, you know, for you. So I told him, I said, see, whenever you feel that urge or that sense, once you're able to want to mention it to somebody at that moment, you take away 50% of that urge. You already have relieved yourself 50% once you're able to share it with somebody. And again, don't be offended when you break down. Yeah, it's part of the healing process.
See yourself as human.
Yes, it's not a one-off. I said, you know how many times I broke down? Do you know how many times I went back? Let's not even go there. I was held up in the hospital. I think I told you. I was held up in the hospital by my parents. Oh, they say, oh, he's gambling too much. They should put him in mental facility. It was that serious. My parents went to go and get one psychologist from, I don't should mention the hospital.
Wow.
The hospital. They came and take me away from the office. I should take leave, 10 days leave. I thought maybe we were going to pray, because that's how we used to do it. Now, anytime you have a problem, you go and pray. So I thought maybe my mom was coming to carry me to go and pray. Carry me, said I should pick my bags, took me to the hospital. Doctor said, and they're going to sit me down to examine. Examine me for what? Do I look mad to you? He said, no, it's not a functional, but this is a mental issue. This one and this one. He needs to be having physical conversations with me. My dear, that's how they locked me up in the mental facility. He said every day he will come, he will ask me, how do you feel now? What's the urge like? Do you want to write out how you feel? Was doing me counseling 10 good days, 10 solid days. I'm not joking. The 11th day that I held my phone, I still went back. It's not by holding somebody on stage.
Wow.
Because you will be angry. At some point I was angry with the guy. Like, do I look like I'm mad? he will say, no, he's only just trying to, he's a psychologist, his job is to work with me as regards my mental state, blah, blah, blah. But he tried. Thumbs up to him. He tried.
For the 11th day, you
I went back.
Oh my God.
As in, immediately I got hold of my phone. Unfortunately for them, they released me on a Friday.
The weekend.
The weekend.
Wow.
That was it. And that was September. Now imagine, after that happened in September, I still struggled till February.
So is this thing true?
And I was going for counseling.
You were going for counseling?
Because after I left the hospital, we had an agreement. Oh, you'll be coming for counseling every week. So I was going for counseling. But every time I go for, I will tell him when I bet. He will say, but you have to come out. I say, yes, sir. We'll talk again. He will put me in sober mood. He will put me. But I think that was the point I started being confident to tell him, oh, I struggled, but I failed today. Was when I knew that I would get out of it soon. Because before I would hide it from everybody. But when I get to that point where I say, oh, this week was difficult, but we'll go again next week.
Wow.
He'll be like, okay, you'll get out of it soon. You get out of it. Even when I did, I'm sure he himself was skeptical.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's.
But this makes me think about, is it true when they say that no matter what you want to do for a human, whatever happens in the human has to always be because the person wants it?
Yeah, has to be.
No matter what you try, if the person doesn't want it, it's not going to work.
It has to be deep-seated. If it's not deep-seated, it's not head knowledge. It's inner transformation.
Wow.
It's not.
Wow.
So everybody can speak. Everybody can. But when you decide that this is how you want to go about it, and then God willing helps you to be able to stand by your decisions. Yeah. Trust me, you come out of it.
Wow, this is this is a lot to unpack. Like, wow, the struggle with addiction is real.
Yeah,
it's real.
And there are a whole lot of people that, and again, because addiction these days gets too personalized, you don't see it on the face. For everything, for majority of the things, whether you're drinking, you're smoking, you're struggling with pornography, struggling with masturbation, struggling with debts, whatever addiction that you're struggling with, most of the time it doesn't show on your face. So it's very, very difficult. But when you're able to get to that point of realizing that this is no more normal, I think that's it. When you say this is no more normal, this thing I'm doing that may have been looking like a norm. Because before, ask my sister, I used to argue with her. I say, if I analyze football for you, you go put me for TV. You will say this guy be analyst. I say, see, but that was passion, not controlled. That was addiction. But when you now get to the point you say, these signs or these steps are not normal, then that's where the recovery comes from. And it just has to be inner transformation.
Okay. It's a lot to unpack. I am so happy for you.
Yeah.
Like, it is so wonderful that you struggled with that for years. 5-6 years is not a joke.
It was a lot.
It's not a joke.
It was a lot. I think there was a time in NYSC. I got paid and then we used to do contribution in the lodge. I got paid and I used all my money. And I started saying that they did not pay me more. The matter it merely became a big deal because they took the matter to local government. Why did this boy say he did not pay? I denied that I was not paid.
Wow.
I denied. I deleted my alert. Deleted my alert. I went to complain that I was not paid.
Wow.
So there's a lot that will come out. You would lie unnecessarily. You would look for devious means. You would try to fabricate issues. There's just a lot that will come out at the end of it. It was serious. It was serious.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Now you have the story of being a husband, a father, a family man. I'm happy for you.
It's a lot.
It's
a lot. But I think one thing that I also learned let people be. Yeah. You can't police people to future. Let people be. If the person is in God's hand, God has a way of delivering the person. He didn't swallow me. It's not because of I had two heads. Neither is it because I knew how to do it right. It's just because the one protecting me knew how to go about it. So let him beat me into shape, beat the person into shape. The person still comes out good. So as much as you want to shape people in terms of discipline, let people be.
Let people be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody has their own way. Some people is 1 week. Some people is 6 years.
Wow.
Some people the struggle is going to be more. But just let people be. Let them find Christ in the midst of the struggle and come out of it better people.
Wow.
It's difficult for humans, because we always want to have control over things. But let people be. So let people be.
So now when you're talking to someone that is an addict, you have it at the back of your mind that, okay, I'm talking to you, I'm counseling you, but I'm still letting you be.
Yeah, I let you be. If you come back and tell me, oh, between our last conversation and now, you messed up, I'll tell you no problem. It happens, man. It happens to the best of us. It doesn't show on the face. Even the ones that you look up to, it doesn't show on the face. So, yeah. And I think, again, when you are able to be that vulnerable, that's your healing point. Yeah, that's your healing point.
You sure say pulpit no do it for you?
I beg.
Because you have preached.
I beg.
You have preached. Now this can sermon they collect offering now. Now.
You not carry the back.
Seed. You pay.
Well, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Wow.
I'm ready anytime, any day to be able to pick up my phone, speak to anybody, speak to, because I know how difficult it is to speak. And it's not just gambling. Addiction in a whole, I know how difficult it is to speak. So if somebody is willing to talk, you should be willing to want to listen, because not everybody that listens to them. So yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm sure that, I say this in previous sessions and episodes, but like, I really mean it that I'm sure someone will be able to listen and relate. And there are people that may not be able to have the strength to speak up to people around them about what they're dealing with, but hearing something like this gives them hope that I can actually come out of this thing.
Yeah, you can.
I don't have to be in it forever. I can come out of it.
For whatever anomaly you find yourself, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be this, but whatever you find yourself that is an anomaly, it's not how God has patterned your life. You should speak. The closed mouth is where the closed destiny starts. So you should speak. You should speak. Whether it's career, I've seen people struggle with career and then you're not speaking. That's
some
not
have
your
been
pattern.
burned. Some have spoken and it didn't go well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it has happened. Yeah, you speak up and then they use it to criticize you or use it to... Yeah. But it shouldn't silence your voice. So. At the end, it shouldn't silence your voice.
Because you will find one person that will listen.
Yes.
And we should not put it on us when people don't listen.
Yes. Again, what people do is you speak to somebody, the person is not paying you the attention, and then you are grudging the person. Everybody's in their own feelings, Everybody's in their own feelings. You won't... I know how many people that I mentioned it to that didn't know it was a big deal. They didn't take it as a big deal back then. So everybody's in their feelings. And I never judged anybody for that. I never. Because even the ones that I was speaking to were tired of listening to me. So that's how life is.
Yeah.
There are some people you are speaking to that are tired of listening to you because you are always saying the same thing. Whereas there's some people you're speaking to that are not paying you attention. So you can't judge these ones for listening to you too much. Neither can you judge these ones for not listening at all. But that shouldn't stop.
You find your own person
that
will have the ears for you to actually listen when you speak.
Yeah. That shouldn't stop you from speaking because you're a speaking being, first and foremost.
Yeah, just taking us to church anyhow, but I like it. I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, so with all that you've shared, growing up, where you are now, what had happened in between, the struggle with addiction, with everything, experience, maturity, with everything that you say you've learned so far and you've seen so far and you've experienced so far, how would you describe life to you, like from your perspective right now? What is life to you?
Life to me is what the man in the picture says to himself from his maker. I'm sorry that I'm going to sound very spiritual, but
Taking us to church again.
That's life to me. It's not defined by what somebody tells you. It's defined by what you understand from your understanding of your maker. That's life to me. In every area of my life, I want to be able to fully guard it with the scriptures and then make my own way and make my own step and move into it. So that's it for me. I don't believe there's any wrong mistake any man can make. And I'm bold to say that I don't believe there's any wrong mistake any man can make. Because even if you look at the way the Google map works, it doesn't tell you to turn back. It only reroutes you in your direction. So it may take you longer time to get to your destination, but you'll get to the destination. You know, so if you have that mindset of your life is like a Google map, all you just need to do is keep moving. There will be traffic on the way. There will be missed turn left. It will never tell you, Google Map will never tell you stop here, they go back. Stop here, run back. It will always look out for a way for you to turn.
Get to that
destination. So your own job as a human is to anchor it on what the Word of God says and then keep moving. Continue doing life. Whatever you want to find yourself doing. The Bible says whatever the hand findeth doing, do it with all of thy heart and thy might. So keep doing it. So for me, life is what you and your maker decides life is. I think I was discussing with you. At some point, I wanted to travel. It did not work. I still moved on. At some point, I wanted some jobs. It did not work. I still moved on. It doesn't make those opportunities a wrong one because there were lessons you would definitely learn from them. Neither does it make you too right for not making some decisions. It just means that is part of how life is. I know how many jobs I have turned down that I wish I didn't turn down. I know how many jobs turned me down that I wish that I got them. But I won't make my life or base my life on those missed opportunities. Life is what you and your maker decides life is. That's it.
So your mentality about life right now is that don't stay stuck.
Nah, don't stay in one place for too long.
Just move.
Yes, maybe because again, I'm somebody that is always on the move. I'm a salesman.
That's that drive.
I'm always on the move. If I'm not growing financially, I'm not growing mentally, I want to move. I used to look at my life as a footballer. By 30, 35, a footballer's career is already on the downslope. How much impact financially, emotionally, mentally have you done with your life in that space? Some people say life starts at 40. Yes, I'm not at 40, so I cannot say life starts at 40. So leave me to say life is starting at this moment. You understand? When I get to 40, I can advise you that, forget those years. Those years are learning phases. And I'm not trying to take away those experience from people in that kidda, you know. I'm only saying life is what you make out
from what you know now.
From what you know now at that moment. You know, while you're listening to people's advice, you're listening to hearing from people that are above you. Yeah, it shouldn't all now shape you into saying, I shouldn't have made this decision because it's this person that advised me. That's one thing that I will not do. And I'm sure you also know that. I wouldn't do that. There's a lot that has happened in my life I'm trying to hold, not having to talk about. But again, I wouldn't judge myself based off of what they say. No, neither will I judge myself because of my own actions that is against what they say. So it's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
I would judge myself based off of what my maker says, and I make my move. If tomorrow you say, oh, what you did yesterday was wrong, hey, it's your business. It ain't my business.
Let's just go. Let's
We'll
move.
just go, yeah. So again, for me, there's no wrong for a man that is in Christ. There's no wrong. Nah. Except maybe you don't understand who is working with you or working in you. There's no wrong. Just do what you want to do to the fullest, to the best of your ability. To the best of your ability. I remember I was super excited about a job. It lasted for a month. I felt pained. Just a month. I think I told you. Just a month. I felt pained. I felt pained because I had already started building my empire around, head of sales for this organization. Resumed first day. I started putting things in place. I was writing strategies. I was already planning. I was already... it's not what I was thinking. The owner was thinking. The owner wanted Osbo's miracle. Wanted quick gains. By the 30th day, dude had sat me down and said, see, I see the activities you're putting in, but I don't think we're heading in the same direction. 30 days. Oh. I felt pained. But at the end, I realized, I needed to leave that guy because I don't think his toxic environment would have been good for me. And I didn't see it back then as being toxic.
And I have an idea about salespeople because salespeople are one of the most patient people ever. Even though they are very dogged and very, we must get this goal, they can stick to something for 1 year, for 8 months, for 7 months, so long as they have a plan
to achieve
concerning.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Yes, it's stick-to-itiveness that every salesman builds. But it shouldn't also come at the expense of yourself. I would move when I start smelling insult, or when I start smelling anything that would affect my personality. But again, the only best way for you to make a way as a salesperson is to stick to something. Stick to something that would work and benefit you on the long run.
So apart from taking us to church, you have now also given us this thing. Hurry up, advice and talk.
Yeah, because
thank you very much.
Truly is. I think everybody has to learn 1 or 2 things about being a salesman. Everybody. You're going to school to study medicine. Well, ask yourself, what is medicine going to do for me if I'm not able to sell it? That's my that's my philosophy.
Let the salesman come forth. We are listening.
That's my personality. In anything you are doing, you should be confident to be able to sell it. You understand? You are a carpenter. You are a bricklayer. You are a fashion designer. You should be confident enough to be able to sell what you are. There's nothing like, oh, no, I do things passively. My dear, passively doesn't give people you should be willing to sell it. So you may not necessarily be selling things for money. Selling things for the name is also selling. Yeah, but you should be willing to put whatever it is you're doing to the face of somebody that will say, whatever you're doing, I'm going to pay for it, or whatever you're doing, I'm going to recommend you for it. So it's either you're building a name, or you're building a brand, or you're building a finance. But you should be able to sell whatever it is that you're doing. If I had my way, Nigerian curriculum, education-wise, you should be able to teach people how to sell. Whatever you are going to tell them, literature, commerce, whatever course that you're teaching any child, teach the child how to sell. Yeah. Teach the child how to sell, and because it helps you build confidence. You don't sell what you don't have confidence in. Teach the child how to sell. I say it again, you don't sell what you don't have confidence in. So.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh my God. Don't worry. I don't note them down. Don't worry. I know that you want us to buy your book, but just give us small snippets now.
I was just joking though, but this one you don't
small snippets now.
No.
How does it feel to be a daddy?
No.
When you carried your bundle of joy for the first time.
It's not easy, you know. You know, but it's not. But I think it's one of the sweetest feeling, you know, having to follow my wife into theater. Funny enough, when the baby came out, and they were, oh, the child is out. I say, yeah, hold on. My baby is the one that is inside there. Oh, the nurse was like, oh. I say, oh. But that's the truth. I was more particular about her coming out, you know, because it's when you come out that would now look at the baby well. I will not leave you now and now be looking at. So I had to wait for her to come out. But I think the child came out is what I prophesied. You're going to come out, you give us ease and joy. I see the way babies cry at early age. You won't cry. Whatever you need, will be provided by the grace of God. You want to sleep, you will sleep in peace. You want to eat, you will eat well. You will not disturb. You will not be, nothing will happen to you. There's nothing I did not say. And I'm still saying, and I'm still going to say. Because but it's a good feeling.
I've done my own
yeah, but it's a good feeling. I can't get over it. I think it's one of the best feelings, you know, to just be a father, especially when you understand that he's our father and then we have to be fathers to people.
Okay, that point.
Yeah. That's it.
Wow. Okay. I really wish I could go on and on to just keep talking because, man, like, I really love all that you have shared and the way that you have shared. Alas, we gotta go. But before we go, I'd like to ask. I love this question, that's why I ask it a lot. So, if we strip you of everything, the drive to sell, being a loving husband, being a loving and present father, being a family man, brother, you know, if we strip you of everything that you have known, how would you describe Chifum right now?
You won't strip me of my knowledge of Christ. You won't.
Okay, if I say I want to put that one aside small.
You then I'm nothing without him. But I'm serious. I can't.
Okay, let's say from the human perspective.
Hey, which one is human perspective?
Let's say from the human perspective.
Human perspective, I'm looking, who am I? Man. It's going to be difficult though. You've stripped me of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will be nothing without him. and I lie not, honestly, because I'm trying to think about it. No.
But that's the main thing. You're supposed to think about it. Like, what do you think?
And that's what I'm thinking.
You like, okay, if there is one word, maybe one word you could use to describe, what word do you think you'd be able to use to describe what Chifum will be right now if you strip him of
everything?
Everything. Both the positives, the negatives, everything.
I don't have a word. I don't know. This is quite difficult. I will just be... I don't know. I don't have a word. I'm serious. Honestly, I don't have a word. I don't have a word because...
So is it that everything that shapes us...
So like I said...
Is who we... Like, is like it that I said, there's nothing outside these things?
Like I said, if you shape... Like, when you said, if you strip off everything, I said, you won't strip me off the knowledge of Christ. Yeah. Because that's the only place, first and foremost, for me, that my identity comes from. And because I understand that identity of myself being that man, understanding Christ, it helps me to be able to do every other thing. So if you strip me off of every other thing, you won't strip me off of that identity. So I will just be the man in Christ. Yeah. Maybe the naked man in Christ.
Naked man in Christ. Back to the Garden of Eden.
Exactly. Just leave me to wallow in his presence. But that's just it, because I don't think I'll have any word to say.
Okay, so actually, what you said if I can take something from it, that means your identity is not gotten from being a son, being a brother, being a husband, being a father, being a successful salesman.
No.
Your identity is not gotten from that.
It flows from my identity in Christ. That's the only way every other thing flourishes. Yeah. That's why I'm able to do anything I want to do to the best of my ability. I want to own anything I want to own. I want to put my mind to do anything. Yeah, because I clearly understand where it's coming from. I clearly understand where the source is. So that's the identity for me. So if you strip me of everything, as long as I still have that.
Pete, you they go. Very soon.
You know, I say you take on my life, you tell me, this church is not your church. Church that if I take you to.
Oh, so my prophecies have even been working. Hope it. Here you come. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was
Thank you
so
very
good
much
to have
for having me. I really, really like the opportunity, and I don't take it for granted. The same way I don't take your friendship and your commitment to myself and my family, I don't take it for granted. This is me saying thank you very much in public. I have done it on several occasions in private, but I really appreciate the friendship. I really appreciate the opportunity for me to have you in my corner. And that's been a long while since secondary school days, and you still look out for me, you know, even when I go haywire. You know, thank God now you now have my wife in your corner. So if somebody wants to draw me close to you, they know where to go to. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that brings us
to the end.